What's up guys, welcome back. I hope you're in the mood for another delicious 30-minute meal recipe because today I'll be showing you how to make smothered chicken. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right guys, meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. We're getting this party started with 1 yellow onion. We're gonna go ahead and slice the ends off and peel the skin. We're gonna slice this into strips because it's going in our gravy. I know it's not quite fall yet, but I'm in the mood for some comfort food and that's what we're getting down with today. There we go. Go ahead and remove the skin off of those onions and then just slice them into strips like you see me doing right here. Nice thin strips. This beautiful cleaver from Dow Strong is making this onion easy work. This is kind of the thickness that I'm looking for right here. There we go. Go ahead and set that aside. And now we're gonna roll out the saran wrap here because we need to flatten these chicken breasts. You can also buy the thin sliced chicken breast from the grocery store if you're not in the mood to do this. But if you had a long week at work, break out the mallet and pound these chicken breasts until your stress is relieved. There we go. We're just looking to flatten these out right here, guys. You want them nice and thin and even is the key because you want them to cook evenly. If you don't do this step, then sometimes you can run the risk of the thickest part of the chicken being undercooked while the thinner part is overcooked. So when you even them out like this, you make sure the chicken cooks nice and even. And that's what we're going for. So just continue to flatten these out. This is one technique you can use. You can also put these in a Ziploc bag and pound them out like that. Moving on to our flour, we're gonna add 2 cups of all-purpose flour into a large mixing bowl, 1 packet of sazon. Of course, my all-purpose seasoning. If you haven't tried that yet, you can grab that via the link in the description box below. There is a discount code there for you as well. Then we're going in with some cayenne pepper for a little bit of spice. As always, guys, specific measurements and ingredients can be found for you in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Break out the whisk and mix all of those ingredients together. Then we're going to season our chicken breast with some all-purpose seasoning. If you don't have my all-purpose seasoning, you can just use a little salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, or really whatever blend you like for poultry will work just fine for this. Going down with a little Italian seasoning as well. Flip that over and show the other side the same love and affection. Just a nice coating of seasoning on both sides of these chicken breasts. And then we're going to set that aside as well. You want to scoop out about 1/4 cup of this flour because we're going to use that to make our roux for the gravy. Make sure you do that before you add the chicken. We're going into that seasoned flour with the thin chicken breast. We're going to coat it nicely. We're not going to put this in any egg wash or buttermilk or anything like that because we want a nice thin layer of breading on this chicken, nothing too thick. So just use your hands, make sure there's no bald spots, make sure the chicken is coated nicely, and then we're going to place that on a plate and allow that flour to really adhere to the chicken. That'll help ensure that your chicken stays nice and crispy. Now we're going in with about 1 cup or so of vegetable oil or peanut oil, whatever you got, and we're looking for that to get up to 350 degrees. My new digital food thermometer is available for sale. You can grab that via the link in the description box as well. And then we're going to add the chicken breast to that 350 degree oil for about 3 minutes per side. Once it's golden brown, we're going to flip it over and give it another 3 minutes on the other side. Look at that. That is a beautiful piece of chicken. Let me know in the comments what other comfort food recipes you guys want to see as we enter the fall. I'm always down for some recommendations, so drop those in the comments for me. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell to enable notifications, guys. Got a lot of good content on the way for you. That is a beautiful piece of chicken. We're going to remove that from the oil and allow that to drain on a wire rack. Chicken breast is done once it reaches 165 degrees internal temperature. Keep in mind, we are going to smother it in that gravy though, so it can finish cooking in there. All right, now we're going in with 2 tablespoons of good quality butter. We're going to reserve 1/4 cup of that oil from earlier that we fried the chicken in to help with our gravy in just a minute. But in the meantime, we're going to sweat down these onions for about 3 or 4 minutes, allow them to get nice and tender. Season them up with a little all-purpose seasoning. And just allow them to release their flavor into our soon-to-be gravy here. Say it with me, guys, looking good. Tons of flavor in this recipe. Speaking of flavor, we're going in with a little teaspoon of Better Than Bouillon base. You can find that at most grocery stores in the chicken stock aisle, so check that out. Adds a lot of flavor to your cooking. And then we're going in with about a tablespoon of garlic paste or minced garlic, whatever you got in the fridge will work. Give that a good mix, make sure everything is well combined. Once the onions are cooked down a bit and you got that garlic worked in there, we're going in with that 1/4 cup of cooking oil from earlier that we used to fry the chicken. That's gonna help make our gravy. Tons of flavor in there from that chicken that we fried up. Then we're going in with 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. A roux is basically a mixture of fat and flour, so that's what we have right here. It's gonna make an amazing gravy. Just wanna work that in, cook off that raw flour taste for a couple minutes. You can add the flour a little bit at a time, that way it doesn't clump up too bad on you. But if it forms a little bit of a paste, that's totally normal, so don't get surprised if you see that. Once you add in your chicken stock in a minute, it's gonna thin everything out. Speaking of chicken stock, here we go. We're making a nice, delicious gravy for this smothered chicken. Again, guys, all the specific measurements and ingredients can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Keep stirring until things thicken up. You wanna bring it up to a boil and reduce it down to a simmer. We're gonna add a tablespoon or so of dark soy sauce. That's gonna add a beautiful flavor to this dish. Also some heavy cream. Give that a good mix and you have an amazing gravy that we're gonna add our chicken back to in just a minute. One of my childhood favorite recipes right here. There's that beautiful chicken breast. Gonna smother it, let it cook down. The gravy will continue to darken up a bit as it cooks. You wanna work over medium-low heat at this point. You don't want it to be too hot. And once that chicken hits 165 degrees, it is good to go. You can serve this up with some rice, a little mashed potatoes. Oh man, say it with me, guys, looking good. The gravy's darkened up a bit. The chicken looks beautiful. We're going in with a little fresh chopped parsley for a pop of color. The only thing left to do, my friends, is to plate this up and get your boy a taste test. AKA, I'm gonna eat the whole plate for sure. We plated this up with some mashed potatoes and some green beans. Gotta go down with a little extra gravy. Don't forget the onions. Oh my goodness, brace yourself for a trademark money shot. This, my friends, is food porn. Oh man, where is my fork and my knife? Extra onions for me. I'm just gonna give it a moment of silence for you guys to appreciate this masterpiece right here. Make sure you guys tag me on social media when you recreate this. I love seeing what you guys make. Going down with a little bit more fresh chopped parsley for a pop of color. And so you guys will click on that thumbnail. And now, my friends, it is finally time for the taste test. I can't wait. Here we go, moment of truth. Cut me a nice piece of that chicken. Super flavorful gravy. Got a good mashed potato on the side. And that, my friends, is on the money. You guys have got to give this recipe a try. Don't forget to give your boy a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and that bell to enable notifications. And as always, thank you for your support.